I aspire to one day be as cool as my great-grandmother. Howdy, howdy, it's Amanda. You're watching Crafters Autonomous. I'm really excited for today's video where I'm going to be showing you several items from my great-grandmother that were recently passed down to me. My Grammy was an avid crafter. She loved to crochet. I believe she did some knitting. She did cross-stitch and embroidery in the little plastic canvas things. I can't think of what that's called. Unfortunately, at some point in her life, she reached an age where she was no longer able to continue crocheting. And at that point, she mailed down to me a whole big bag of crochet hooks and yarn and projects. I did a video on that way back in the day. I'll link to that and you can check that out. My Grammy did pass away last year, but she lived to be 102 years old. So when family was in town recently, they brought down a bunch of goodies for me, and I wanted to share that with you all today. Let's start off with tools. This bag has some crochet hooks, a latch hook, and this double pointed needle. Somebody let me know what this is for. Is this for tatting? I know I have seen this before. I've seen this question asked online before, and I've seen the answer, but I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. I haven't Googled it yet before filming this, so if you know, let me know. And there's also some plastic tapestry needles in this bag. Next up is this bag of bamboo skewers and these metal pieces. I do not know what they're for. There is a green piece in here that looks like a floral stem, but the straight up metal ones, I don't know what they're for. If somebody knows their intended purpose, let me know. I'm sure I will come up with the use for these at some point. The last bag, lots of needles and hooks. I've got more knitting needles here than I will ever have use for. I was feeling all inspired when these were first given to me. Came across these really large ones. These are size 13 9mm aluminum Susan Bates knitting needles. And I thought, oh, if I make a chunky knitting project, it'll go so fast, yada yada. I got like 3 rows in and said, why am I doing this? I am not enjoying this at all. Mad respect to you knitters out there. I dabble with knitting from time to time. I can't find it within myself to enjoy it when I'm able to crochet and feel like I'm making so much more progress. There's also some nice long Tunisian crochet hooks. Tunisian crochet has kind of been having a resurgence in a moment these last few years, but my Grammy was doing Tunisian crochet way back in the day. So I've got this nice long Tunisian crochet hook, and then I've also got a double-ended Tunisian hook, and I believe it's for working in the round. Last up, a giant plastic hook. I do not know what size this is. I really need to get a hook gauge so I can know for sure what sizes these hooks and needles are, but anyways, it's a nice large hook. Now for my Grammy's glorious creations. This first bag has lots of colorful doilies. We've got this cute green one here, and I'm also going to talk through what I'm going to do with a lot of these things. So this will make an awesome coaster. This one, she used 2 strands of crochet thread, which gave it this awesome variegation to it. But y'all, I'm cracking up. This is what I aspire to. Look. She still has ends that weren't woven in. I'm telling you, this is what I aspire to. Like, when it is my time to go, I hope it's not for a very long while, but when it's my time to go, I want to have lots of unfinished projects because I want to be living my life to the fullest till the very end. I think this is hilarious. I love this. I can guarantee you I will be leaving behind projects that are done except for the ends woven in. That's just a guarantee. So this, I will weave the ends in and use it as a coaster. This doily is really cool. Let's start off by taking a moment to appreciate how absolutely perfect her stitches are, and then check out this border. It's this really cool scallop, but look, basically it's kind of like working a ruffle along the edge, where the edge is all one layer, but because she had extra material, she carefully pleated it over. She probably ironed or blocked this, and so it creates this awesome texture along the edge. Another really cool idea. This doily is crochet, but she used a chevron ribbon, so the zigzaggy ribbon, and she wove it through her crochet stitches. So you can see here on the back, that's just where it kind of comes in and out. But she wove it through her stitching, so that way the petals of the chevron peek out between the crochet. So creative. Another colorful doily, more unwoven in ends. This one, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this yet. From afar, it has this really cute daisy pattern, like when you really see the colorations and things in it. And I love daisies. Absolutely adorable. This one's very cute. A pretty simple doily with these diamonds in it, and then a green border. Not sure what I will do with this one. This one might make a nice candle rug. Basically, you put it under a candle. They look really cute. Simple little home decor idea. Now this doily, I believe, is knit with a crochet border. The feel of the fabric has that knit feel. The stitches look like knit. Now, a lot of these items, I don't really know when they're from and what time frame my Grammy made these, but a lot of them are pretty old. Some of them have some discoloration, even though they've been washed. I may try bleaching some of the cotton ones. I'll have to play around with that and see what's gonna work best. This one looks like it's discolored, but it's actually a slightly variegated yarn with these yellows in it. It just unfortunately looks like it's been discolored. And then last from this bag is another knit, I believe, crochet doily circle. This would honestly probably make a good hot pad. If I had to guess, I can almost guarantee that this was used as a hot pad. I could be wrong, but this is a way I could put this one to use. Now we get to the big bag. This is not organized at all. It's gonna be straight up chaos. First up, these decorative pot holders. Y'all, these are so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's take a moment to appreciate this. You got the front, you got the back. Back's a solid granny square. Again, admire the perfection of her stitches. Front is this flower motif with granny square around it. They're two separate panels, and she put a green border on it. I think I've seen something similar to this out there. I really want to try recreating this. I think these are so cute. These would look adorable hanging up somewhere. What would be really adorable is using crochet thread and doing a really micro version of these and making earrings. I mean, obviously not this big, but earrings like this would be so freaking cute. Then we have another doily with some coloration on the border. This one's kind of squarish. It's got these really beautiful petals. Oh my gosh, I love the detail in this one. The center is so beautiful. These petals, gorgeous. And she blocked all of her doilies, so everything lays so nicely. I'm obsessed. This is another large doily. This one has a sun type of look to it. Also, as I'm looking at all these, I'm thinking about the thousands and thousands of stitches that went into this, the hours that went into this. Yeah, my Grammy loved crocheting. This one is so pretty. Look at how delicate and fancy this is. Beautiful flower design. Another one that has very much a flower look. This one looks like a daisy to me again. I really like the flower looking doilies. This one's so very cute and lacy. This would be a good one to turn into a bowl. Doily bowls are a doily bowl. Get it? Adorable. That's a really painful joke there. Anyways, I have a video all about how to starch different things and how I starched a crochet bowl. There will be bowls made out of a number of these doilies because they're so beautiful, and then it gives them a function because I don't have a lot of uses to just lay a doily on a surface, but bowls, yeah, I can use bowls for storing things. Then we have some bigger ones. Look at how pretty this is. Gorgeous. I don't have it with me right now for filming this, but I should also mention that they brought down a big binder of different patterns she had. So a lot of these doilies, the patterns are probably in that book. So if I want to, I even have the opportunity to recreate some of these. Here's another large one, and this one I think this is the same as the one I just showed. Again, absolutely stunning. This would make a really nice larger bowl. Now this one's cool. This one, at first it just looks like a doily, but the edging is this layered up. I don't even know how this was done. I'm gonna have to spend some time studying it. But look at all the layers and border. Like, this is so cool. It's kind of hard to show it on camera how it all like pulls apart and opens up. And of course it lays flat, but if you have it going over like a little table, you can see the frill. Here we have this piece. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is. If somebody knows, please let me know. But this looks like she embroidered in the corner and added a crochet border to it. Here we have a table runner type doily with these nice round motifs in the middle and all these petals coming off of it. It's kind of hard to hold this one up on camera, but it's kind of table runner style. I'll have to find somewhere where I can put this. I might put this on top of my cubicle that I have my yarn in. That'd be kind of cute. There's this little one. Look how precious. Again, it looks like a daisy. This is another one that will make an excellent coaster. That's what I foresee this being. Here's a nice medium-sized doily. I do have one other idea. If I have this doily and this doily and then one that's a little bit bigger, and I put them in some kind of like frame or hoops, I can make a really cute doily snowman wall hanging. Would that not be adorable? If I put it together, I'll have to show y'all. Hopefully you guys can kind of see the vision that I have in my head. 3 doilies hanging from each other, hanging from the wall as a doily snowman. I think that would be so lovely and pretty for Christmas and winter decor. All right, this one had me really excited. I started looking at the stitching in the center here, and I was like, something looks goofy about this. And at first I was like, maybe it's knit. However, as I looked at the back, I was like, no, those are single crochet stitches. And as I studied the front, she used the crossed single crochet. Again, that's one of those things that the last few years has kind of made a comeback as a crochet hack and a tip and a trick to use in your projects. But back in the day, my Grammy was already using that. I think it's so cool the way with crochet, there's all these little tips and tricks and secrets, and sometimes they get forgotten, but then they make a comeback. And I think it's really cool the way that this art form is kept alive and it's passed down from generation to generation. And it's so fun each generation and every newcomer to crochet getting to discover all these fun things like the crossed single crochet. Now there's a couple like this. These two look very similar. They're like different sizes. I wonder if she just figured out how to keep the pattern going bigger. I don't know. It's basically the same design, different sizes. And here's a third one here. These would be so cute as a snowman. Like, I can't really hold it up without them flopping over, but center one and the bottom guy. Hopefully you get my snowman vision. Then we have some of these little pieces of fabric. I don't know what she used them for. Very intricate border. I'm pretty sure this is crochet on the border. There's a possibility it's tatting, but I'm pretty sure it's crochet because it looks like a chain framework that's then been single crocheted over to create the lace. Either way, very beautiful. All right, this one is probably my favorite find in here. Go watch my doily video. If you go and watch that, you're gonna see that I made this exact same doily that my Grammy made. So my Grammy, like I said, several years back, sent down a number of her crochet things. One of it was the booklet that had this pattern. I made this pattern. I followed the booklet's instructions to starch it into a ball. It's sitting on my desk. I love that thing. It's so beautiful. Here's the same doily. I kind of think I want to starch this one into a bowl as well, because how cool would that be? A bowl I made and a bowl my Grammy made. I think that'd be a really neat kind of full circle moment. This thing is stunning. Again, I'm pretty sure it's crochet. There's a possibility it's tatting, but I'm pretty sure it's crochet when I look at this. There's some things that are made from using tatting and they kind of have a crochet look to them. Either way, beautiful. Then there's two of these doilies. These are like six-sided, six-pointed doilies. This kind of reminds me of the sun from Tangled. Does anybody else kind of see that? I don't know. It's cute. And so that was like the bigger one. Then here's a five-sided one and another five-sided one. We have this doily. This one has a snowflake feel to me. I think it's cute. This one I think is so pretty. Again, ends to be woven in, cracking me up. I love it. Another little doily. This one has a very snowflake feel. I might starch this one and turn it into a snowflake ornament for my tree or for in my room somewhere at Christmas time. We have another one of these ones. This is very similar to that other one that I said reminds me of the sun from Tangled. I think it's a little bit different. It's kind of got longer arms till you reach the petal. It's very simple yet very appealing and pleasing to look at. Here's another one of those, and I think another one. So I think there's three that are all the same. I guess you can never have too many of the same doily. We might have seen one like this already. Super cute. This one I think is cool. It's got these really big hollow spaces. I think that's really neat. Stunning, stunning, stunning. I need to look and see if she has the pattern for this. I would love to make one of these on my own and then stretch it into a bowl. This one has good odds of turning into a bowl. We have two in this bag here that are these nice diamond petal doilies. And then last up, we have a table runner with hearts done in filet crochet and then a nice lacy border and then a little sign that says God is love. So those are the crochet projects and tools that I recently got from my Grammy. I think it's really cool being able to carry on her legacy and hopefully y'all enjoyed seeing some of her makes. As I said, I aspire to be my Grammy. I aspire to live to a very old age in crochet as long as possible. Maybe I'll still be doing YouTube in 80 years. Either way, I hope y'all enjoyed and happy crafting.